Hey folks, it's Lindsey Hudson with SPS back in the building over at North Farmington for the Holiday Extravaganza. We are in the third and final day. We just had our first game. It was South Lyon taking a defeat to Coach Todd Sander and his Northville Mustangs, a 20-point victory. I know the coaches don't get too excited about that because you're working on other things, but it's good to have you here, man, and congratulations. How you doing?
Thank you. Appreciate it. We're doing great. Looking forward to the new year. You know, we've got a couple days off coming up, and a W makes those a little bit easier as we get ready to start our division play next Friday against Salem.
Against Salem, yeah. I just saw that with the young man. Was it Caden Kubin, I believe?
It was, yeah. Caden had a great game tonight.
Yeah, he did. Seemed really nice. I can't help but talk about your history, and you're telling me 16 years here, 22 years ago. Just talk about the length of your coaching experience and what that's been like. I love to hear those stories.
Yeah, Northville's a special place. It's where I think my family moved to Northville when I was 2 years old. I still live there. I have a business there. I'm fortunate to have a financial practice that allows me the flexibility to still coach.
Let's say the name of your financial practice.
Baldwin Capital Management.
Yeah, and I asked him. He didn't put it out there. I asked him. Great.
Thank you. But yeah, I live in town. Obviously, I work in town, and Northville's a really special place to me. It's been very good. We have great families, great people, great parents, great kids. Just a wonderful school. You know, it's a big school. We've got between 25 and 2,600 kids in the building.
Oh wow!
But it still kind of has that small town feel. We're the community. We're a single high school town, and it's home. And like I said, all 11 kids on our team went to middle school in Northville, and most of them have lived there since second or third grade.
So can you get to the grocery aisle without having to talk about a play that was ran or something like that when you're out in the community?
It depends. It depends. It can be a little challenging from time to time, but it's the positives way outweigh the negatives.
Yeah.
For sure.
So with that, I want to put my sports psychology hat on. Now, with that experience that you've had, how does that impact dealing with this generation of athletes? Because you've probably been able to see, you know, whether we call it a change or evolution. What has that been like for you?
Yeah, it's a lot different. At the root core, I think kids are the same, but they're just exposed to so many different things and so much earlier, right? I mean, these guys today, we were talking about it last week. You know, I started coaching the year the first iPhone came out.
Stop playing.
And these kids, you know, they've all grown up with one their entire life.
Yeah.
And we were asking them the other day, hey, who here watches live sports? And a lot of them, they don't watch live sports anymore. They're
highlights.
They're watching highlights, or they're watching video games, or they're gamers. You know, they're all sports fans. They're all tremendous competitors. But, you know, Coach Izzo talked about it at the BCAM clinic, just how much good we can do for our players, because they really need it, right? Especially having gone through COVID. You know, attention spans, I think, are shorter. We've tried to adapt and talk a little bit lesser in shorter bursts.
Sure.
You know, I'm guilty of it, like I think a lot of us. I can't go very long without looking at my own phone.
Sure.
In my business. So it's, you know, but at the end of the day, kids are kids. And they want to, I believe they still want to be held accountable. So we push our guys, right? We set the bar somewhere, and when they get there, we push it higher. Our athletic director has kind of instilled the belief in our department that we just want to get better every day. We don't talk about, you know, when I first started, we defined goals by winning, and we got to beat this team and our rivals, and we just want to get better every day. And we've had some really good success over the fortunate lifetime of my career. So
yeah, I can appreciate that. I was there at BCAM, big fan of Coach Izzo. I have media credentials for Michigan State. I'll see them on the 4th when they play Penn State. Let me just stay with that for a second. Do you feel that you've had at one point or another, and I should know this as a coach when they say there's some internal conflict with values from quote-unquote the old school values you kind of came up with and dealing with the quote-unquote iPhone generation, and you're trying to put it all together? How's that been for you?
Yeah, a little bit, right? I mean, when I first started, you said something, and kids pretty much took you at your word that it was true, right? Now, before you've turned your head, they can Google it, they can YouTube it, but you can also, I think, use it to your advantage, right? Especially with me not being a teacher in the building, we can use Instagram, I can use Twitter to celebrate their successes that their peers see, right? That I don't have the opportunity to do that when they're walking down the hallway or in the classroom. But you can also, right, there's so much basketball content and skill work that kids love to watch videos, right? That's how they learn. So you can send a video to a kid or a group text of something we're going to be doing, and obviously the technology with scouting and huddle, it's just really, really changed, and preparation is big for us, and we believe that's a big key to our success, and you know, our guys are bought into that.
Yeah, I know we're just kind of going on, but I just appreciate what you're sharing, and to say that they don't really watch live events, isn't that something?
It is.
Well, we'll go and learn from that. Last thing, let's talk about this team, what this team looks like, and what's unique about this team compared to past teams you've had.
Yeah, so we entered the season very, very inexperienced. We've got 11 guys on our roster. We've got a total of 4 seniors, one that's been in the program a couple years. That was a new addition to our team this season. The other 3 seniors, 2 of them played a fair amount of minutes last year, but were in support roles. And our 3rd senior really didn't see the floor much, and that's Sonny Rentz. And Sonny has now kind of become the heart of our team. He's our vocal leader. But we graduated a really special senior class, and we had a couple players that moved on from our program as well. So coming in, we had 3 classes represented our rosters. We've got 2 sophomores that play big minutes. We've got some juniors vying for minutes, obviously, and then we've got these seniors. So, we've got 3 groups, so they really haven't played a lot together. We've got a lot of kind of support role guys that now we're asking them to do probably unfair things and bigger things than maybe is fair to them at this point in their careers. But just the growth that we've shown in the first 7 weeks is just incredible. Today was big. It got us back to 4-4, back to 500. So it's a lot to build on, and I think it's hard for the players to see how much better they get day to day and week to week because everything for them is right now. But we're so much better than we were when we started back in November.
Funny, so that's like with my daughter. She wants to know. I said, "Baby, you're grown. Well, show me, Daddy." They want to see it. Like
right,
that happens.
Exactly.
Well, you got big things coming up. Back to 500. That has to be a good thing taking you to the new year. Well, I've enjoyed talking to you. I got a feeling we'll be talking some more with all the great things you're doing and what you're sharing, man. Any final shout-outs you got?
No, just appreciate you guys being here. The Negotians do a great job running this event. It's our 2nd year participating in it. It's fun to be doing this because last year we were on the other end. Thanks for covering it.
Hey, man, this seat is here when you're ready, man.
All right, thank you.
It's been a pleasure, all right?
Take care.
Hey, with that being said, Lindsay hosting with SPS, and we'll see you guys next time. Peace.